getting the avionics set up here. I'm looking at the engine parameters here at the moment, and I'm going to have to call the temporary tower here to get a taxi clearance in just a moment.
Altimeter 3018.
And if you lean forward a little bit, we might lose some of that wind noise the best you can.
I got you.
From Wednesday, April 10th through Saturday, April 13th, from 0800 local to 1800 local. When temporary tower is closed, please use Unicom CTAF frequency 123.05.
330.
It's 360 due north, please.
360 for 83 November.
Test. Plant City Tower, Junkers 1.
Junkers 1, you ready to taxi?
Ready to taxi.
Junkers 1, taxi 28.
Taxiing 28, Junkers 1. Alright, so we'll need plenty of brake to make the turn. Again, with the non-steerable tail wheel, the brakes are really important. Got the fuel truck off to the right here.
West end of the ramp. Right now we're about 500 feet.
57 Zulu, roger that. Do you know where that is?
I'm not familiar with the airport. I've only looked at it on the GPS or on the from Google Earth.
So like any tail dragger, we're going to lead the turns as we're coming out to the left. I'm going to start putting in some of the right rudder.
Mile south of the, we got 550.
It's a nice view from the front. You've got kind of a tower view.
Yeah.
The back seat is more limited, like a traditional tail dragger, where you're looking kind of left and right for reference.
Contact departure, Aloha.
Contact departure for 83 November. Good day.
So we're going to add brake to start the turn, and I'll start to bring the rudder in the opposite way to try to catch it, and then use brake if I need to keep us going straight. I'll be S-turning because I can't see forward very well, so that's pretty standard for most backseat tail draggers.
And Plant City Tower is 10 Whiskey Tango. Those 5 planes have ADS speed, you know?
I believe they do, yes.
One has ADS speed, yes.
One of them is...
I know it depends on temps, or the ambient temperature, but how long does it kind of take for the engine to get up to temp?
Yeah, engine's up to temp, and these ambient temps pretty fast. The taxi time is good. By the time we get to the end, to the hold short line, we'll do a run-up. We don't have mags, we've got ECUs, so we'll drop those out similar to mags. And we have dual fuel pumps, so on takeoff and landing, we're going to use both fuel pumps.
Oh, cool.
We do have an emergency battery, both for avionics and for the engine. Because there are no magnetos, this airplane is heavily reliant on electricity for flight. We do have the ballistic parachute as a last resort. In most circumstances, we would just dead stick landing onto some flat terrain here before we ever use the parachute.
Yeah, but typically if you deploy the chute, it can most likely total out the airplane?
Yeah, I would imagine it would total the airplane.
It saves your life, but you lose the airplane?
Yeah, and it's still probably a pretty harrowing experience. We need to be at least 300 feet above the ground and below V&E, which is 113 knots, in order to deploy the chute.
V&E is a whopping 113.
113, yeah.
That's cool, though.
Our stall speed is 46. Both VX, VY, along with best glide and approach speed will be 56. And then we do have, typically we're going to fly the pattern at around 60 to 65 knots.
Oh, wow.
But the numbers are easy to remember. Everything's kind of the same. All right, so we're approaching the hold short line here. It'll get a bit noisier with the run up. Then I'll call the tower to get our takeoff clearance. I'll try to give you some audio during the run up, but it's going to be hard.
Sure. Do it, and if we can't use it, I'll dub it out.
Yep. Okay. Controls. We're going to bring the power up to 4,000 RPM. 4,000 RPM for the run up. I've got the stick held back and my feet on the brakes. I'm going to drop off to lane 1. You can feel the drop in the engine. I've got a red light head back here telling me that the ECU lane A is out. That all checks. I'm going back to both lanes, waiting for the light to extinguish. That's out, so I'm going to lane B. Watching the instrumentation. That checks. We're back to both lanes. Wait for the light to extinguish. Then I'm going to check the fuel pumps next. So we're back to both fuel pumps. Watching the fuel pressure, I'll drop off the main fuel pump. If that main fuel pump drops out, I can see the officers working, and I'll get back to both fuel pumps. as you can see, the run-up is rather noisy.
Yeah, no kidding. That's an open cockpit airplane. You know.
And we like to idle around 2,000 RPM. That keeps the gearbox engaged up front between the Rotax and the prop.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, trim is set. Seatbelts are on. I'm going to call tower for the takeoff clearance. Plant City Tower, Junkers 1 is ready to go 28.
Junkers 1, runway 28, clear for takeoff, proceed on course.
Clear for takeoff on course 28, Junkers 1. Wind check.
340 at 5.
All right, so I'm going to add the power, get us straight. We'll bring the tail up at around 30 knots. We'll rotate at about 55, and we'll climb out near 60. We'll climb out near 60. Trim it for the climb. Looking for 60, everything's looking great. Take a look outside, it's beautiful. Look at that wing.
That is so cool. That corrugated skin is just so neat.
Yes. It's unique. When it hits the sun, it takes on a bunch of different colors. It's really beautiful.
Really?
I've had some sunset flights coming in on ferry trips, landing at the end of the day, and it's hard to explain.
Wow.
What we're going to do is we're going to go to the far west hangar. You'll see it there next to the trees, and there's plenty of ramp space. You can kind of stick it over.
So we're going to go off to the south, get clear of the temporary tower airspace here. We've also got the Waco, Great Lakes, and the YMF out here working demo rides in the same area, so we'll keep an eye out for them.
Oh, cool.
340 at 4.
Clear to land.
I got some 11 o'clock coming up on our 10. Looks like a helicopter, maybe.
Yeah, I've got them on my screen here. So this Garmin GPX is full of situational awareness. We've got weather, lots of info on the engine parameters. So the GPX is a nice complement to this airplane.
Use caution for him.
Okay, we're looking for traffic.
Junkers 1, did you copy the traffic?
Say again, Junkers 1.
Okay, disregard, you're fine. And 57 Zulu, just go ahead straight to that west hangar and park in front of it. There'll be somebody there to meet you in just a second.
Copy that west hangar. Helicopter 57 Zulu. We'll go ahead and cross over.
Yep, let's proceed to that spot at your discretion.
Proceed to the spot at our discretion. 57 Zulu.
Climb speed around 60 or so is comfortable. We'll get up to an altitude of about 1,500 feet for some maneuvering. Got traffic low and to our right. I've got them in sight. Looks like a gyrocopter.
Yeah, I got them too.
57 Zulu, can you hustle across the runway real quick and get to the taxiway before we slow down, please?
Okay, we're hustle across.
Now that we're at a safe altitude, I'm going to turn the off fuel pump on.
2216 Victor in front of the hangars here, ready to taxi departure to the north.
2216 Victor, what type aircraft are you?
We're Cessna 140, we'll pull up over.
Okay, are you old enough to be flying that airplane?
Affirmative, sir.
Okay, did you get a permission slip from your parents?
I got it signed on the dotted line, sir.
That's funny.
2216 Victor, for now, taxiway 28, use caution for the hill behind you.
Roger, we'll taxi to 28 and we'll use caution for the helicopter.
The intercom that's built into the radio is nice.
Be down in that white concrete on the pavement.
That's fine. It just landing your discretion over there, just clear of everybody, it'll be fine.
Copy that, my discretion. Helicopter 57 Zulu.
The intercom and the big radio is nice because we can adjust the squelch based on the flight conditions and the noise. We'll get south of this lake. There's some open fields below us here off to the left. This will be a good place for us to do some maneuvering. Oh, cool. We should be outside of the traffic pattern in the traffic into Plant City.
And make the right and left into the ramp, and you can contact ramp control 1, 2, 3.05.
And we're well clear of the airspace at Lakeland for Sun and Fun.
All right, right here, and then left into the ramp and contact ramp for the desired parking.
Thanks for coming in this morning.
What do you think about the ride up there?
Man, this is really cool.
It's really cool. It's like nothing I've ever experienced. I've done a fair amount of other open cockpit flying, but this is definitely a totally unique experience.
I agree, and I feel I'm so very far forward, you know?
Yes, you are.
Good visibility with the wing either at or behind me.
Yeah, you're out in front of it all, that's for sure.
Yeah. Got a guy right there. Oh, that's our guy.
That's our Great
Yep.
Lakes. So they're coming in low, we go out high, that tends to work well.
Oh, that's smart.
All right. So I'm going to do a few clearing turns here,
Midfield left downwind, runway 2.
so that we got room in the airspace. And so the controls are really well balanced. There's not a lot of adverse yaw. It's engineered really well, so it doesn't take a lot of rudder to assist in turns. The roll rate is actually pretty nice. You can see we've got some rather large ailerons.
Cessna 16 Victor.
So we'll get headed south here again, and I'll set up for a steep turn to the left.
All right.
Pine City Tower, helicopter to landing assure.
Absolutely, thank you very much, sir.
So we're clear to the left. I'm going to go left.
2 mile runway. Actually, turn it 2 mile final. No delay. Runway 28 cliff takeoff.
No delay, 28, clear for takeoff, 16 Victor.
Even though you've got the nice big screen, the outside reference is usually always the best.
Yeah.
Midfield downwind, runway 2.
It's nice and coordinated.
Two-way walk.
Pretty much turning around the point.
And 16 Victor traffic's departing prior to your arrival.
Alright, do you want me to continue?
We'll line back up on south and go to the right side. All right, rolling out, looking to the right. Looks clear.
Runway 28.
Clear down.
Again, nice and balanced. Doesn't take a lot of input.
Negative, going to Lakeland.
Don't have to over control. It's a really well balanced airplane.
Frequent change proved. I got a couple biplanes coming in from the south. Aloha.
So long, adios. Thanks so much for the help.
Thanks for letting me abuse you, by the way.
That's alright.
I was told to do that, as you could probably figure out.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know who it was.
It starts with D.
Yep.
City Tower, good morning again. 10 to 5 miles to the south.
All right, as you roll out to the south here, I'll set up for some slow flight.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll get down to about 60 or so knots. There'll start to be some fairly pronounced buffeting. We don't have a stall indicator. We do not have a stall indicator or angle of attack indicator, but there's really good feedback from the stick. We'll start to feel the buffet in the stick, which is going to tell us that we're approaching the stall.
Oh, wow.
Stall speed is about 46 knots. So holding the heading, power back. See the speed's bleeding off. Fairly pronounced buffet already. You can feel it in the airframe. Recovery's really simple. Just lower the nose, add some power, and we're flying again.
Just like normal. Yeah.
Just like normal.
Wow.
It's an airplane. The departure stall is very similar.
880 Golf.
I'll start to bring that up.
Taxi to the ramp.
Taxi to the ramp. Thanks so much, 880 Golf.
That's sort of a partial climb power here.
05 for ramp control.
Then, as we approach 60, we start to feel the buffet, keeping it coordinated.
Runway 28
And there's plenty of feedback. You can feel it in your feet. You can feel it in the stick. Pretty obvious that you're approaching the stall.
Yeah, she definitely talks to you.
Oh, yeah.
And walk away. If you have Great Lakes in sight, you can just follow straight in behind him.
Inside, walk at 1.
So for an airplane to get to pancake breakfast and dawn patrols, I can't imagine a better one. I've been all over the country with this airplane in the past year. And, there's always people coming up and wanting to know what the airplane is.
Oh, yeah.
It's so unique. I've never stopped somewhere and not gathered a crowd.
Oh, I bet. I believe it. It's just got beautiful lines. It looks sleek, you know?
It's an iconic silhouette. I mean, you can't deny that.
Yeah, and the corrugated skin, everybody just kind of flocks to it going, that's so cool.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Man, that was neat. That was really cool.
Would you like to take the controls?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is your airplane. fine. I'm gonna actually, let's turn. I want to go west here. Just
all right, still yours.
Yep. Actually, southwest. There's some decent towers out there.
Yeah, I got them.
Okay. So, airplane is yours, Eric.
All right, my airplane.
Very natural. You can see it doesn't take a lot of control inputs.
No.
In turbulence, it's a little bit bumpy.
Gyro 1, runway 28, clear to land.
28 clear to land, gyro 1.
Keep the turn going to the right. There's traffic going to pass below our nose.
All right, you turn more to the right?
Yep, just keep going right. You're fine.
Okay.
Great Lakes 1, taxi ramp.
You can take us pretty much straight north. You can see there's 2 water towers out there to the right. That left water tower is kind of where we're headed. That one's basically on the airport.
I see one. Oh, I got those two out there.
Yep, you aim between those 2 water towers.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
get us home.
Perfect.
We'll just keep this 1,200 or so feet. This is perfect. Have you got a flight display up on your screen? I'm not sure what pops up there.
So what?
I said, do you have altitude information there that you can see?
Yeah, I do.
Good.
I'm trying to get a feel for the rudder, for the coordination.
Yeah.
Smile on his face.
Doesn't take much, you're right.
No.
Up there and through the rain.
And, without flaps, I'll slip, especially if I don't have much wind on final approach. If there's a crab angle, it lets you see the runway, because you lose the runway environment over the nose. I typically land with goggles because it's pretty common to have to stick my head outside the windscreen.
I believe it, yeah.
To see what's happening up there.
Yeah, especially if you land at a 3-point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I typically wheel land it. It's better visibility, especially if there's any wind, but a 3-point is certainly an option.
Okay. And when you wheel land it, you just let the tail settle?
Yeah, so I'll fly the tail down based on conditions, once I feel that it's the right time, and then once the tail comes down, you pin it, and then certainly be ready on the rudder and brake as needed to track straight.
Okay.
Maximum demonstrated crosswind component's 15 knots, and I can say it's a decent handful with 15 knots of crosswind.
And this is a non-aerobatic airplane, right?
It is non-aerobatic. It's not certified for spins either. So your heading's looking great. I'm going to give Tower a call here in just a few minutes.
Okay. Do I need to go down?
No, you're perfect altitude. You're doing great. You're doing great.
All right.
Two 3.05.
Plant City Airport. Automated weather observation. 1350 Zulu. Weather. Wind 310 at 6. Visibility 10.
Gyro 1, taxi to ramp.
Ramp, gyro 1.
Plant City Tower, Junkers 1 is 7 south inbound.
Yonkers 1, roger that. Enter midfield downwind, left downwind, runway 28.
Left downwind 28, Junkers 1.
Plant City traffic, good morning. You got a blue cup about 5 miles to the southeast inbound 28.
Eric, aim is for that left water tower.
All right.
This is...
And you can have it as long as you want. If you want to go back to me, that's up to you.
Blue Cub 916 Uniform Lima.
All right, Blue Cub, runway 28, cleared to land, report, actually, you're pretty much due south.
Observation 1351 Zulu. Weather. Wind.
And we're here to get fuel.
Perfect.
You go and take it back, your airplane.
I can take it back, my
All
airplane.
right, it's all yours. That was fun, man. That was really cool.
in terms of fun factor, you really can't beat something like this.
Oh man, this really was special.
To think that it's an original design, the original plane flew in February of 1929.
Wow.
It was originally equipped with a 79-horse radial engine. It was 600 kilogram gross weight, which is 1,320 pounds, which made it actually one of the first light sport aircraft way back in 1929.
Wow. Is that Orlando or?
That's Tampa.
Oh, Tampa, okay.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, Orlando's further away. That's
Orlando
right.
is going to be off the right wing, probably about, I don't know, 50, 60 miles.
Gotcha.
I-4, I think, is the highway that runs between the two. Lakeland's kind of situated right in the middle.
Oh, gotcha.
I get the joy of flying this
Well,
airplane.
congratulations, you're the first person to do that today.
I get the joy of flying this airplane back to Michigan after Sun and Fun.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Taxi the ramp, and you can come up here past the tower and contact ramp on 2305 for your fuel order.
Copy that. Uniform Lima. Could have done the first taxi though.
Well, I'm not surprised. Yeah, well done. My buddy's going to give you a round of applause.
Nice.
We're coming in for landing. I've got both fuel pumps on now. Are you flying out of Tampa?
I flew into Tampa out of Orlando.
Okay.
A buddy of mine, Steve Wong, he gave me a buddy pass to get here at home.
Nice. That's cool.
Oh, that was very nice of him. That and Scott Severn gave me a house to stay in too. So without that help, it probably wouldn't have happened.
That's cool. Well, aviation friends are a unique group. They're always willing to help.
Oh, without a doubt. A lot of special people.
All right, so we're going to make a left downwind here for 28. Tower Junkers 1's entering the left downwind for 28.
Junkers 1, thanks for my 28 cleared land.
Cleared land 28, Junkers 1.
I'd love to do an air-to-air with this one day. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of that done last year when we unveiled that. The Heritage, you saw that with the radial engine. There's a new one coming out with the Verna radial engine next year. That you're going to have to get on that one.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think we were talking about doing that at Oshkosh.
Oh, that'd be even better.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be cool if it's flying by then.
That would be cool to do, yeah, Heritage with both of them.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
All right, so both fuel pumps are on. Your seatbelt secure, mine secure.
Yep,
Check.
I'm good.
All right, I'll be trimming as needed. We'll be flying the pattern here around 65, and we're looking for an approach speed of around 60 over the fence. Going to get a lot quieter.
Plant City Tower, this is Gyro 1, ready to taxi 28 for local flight.
Gyro 1, taxi runway 28.
Taxi, runway 28, Gyro 1.
Second final, make sure it's clear. have a little bit of a slip, or I'm sorry, a crab, have a bit of a crab to the right, which will help with my visibility. Start to slow it down to close to 60. The footwork, keep it straight, go down.
Blows up good.
Yeah.
So, the A10, when I did a Gator's flight demo on that, he goes, it doesn't have a parking brake. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't. And he goes, the two things that the A10 does really fast is taxi and slow down.
Tax ramp.
Junkers good?
Man, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
Say again for Junkers 1.
Taxi to the ramp.
To the ramp, Junkers 1. Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
New experience